Virtual Horror is brought to you by triplistories.com, the online platform for short stories. Neil was ecstatic to be able to get his hands on goggles, the ultimate gaming headset he had always been waiting for. He literally spent all his savings on this thing. Not only was it very expensive, their production was so limited they were sold out the next day after they were released. Its developers have proclaimed that goggles was a breakthrough in both the technology and experience of gaming. Players who use goggles will not only see the virtual world but also feel it, rendering their gameplay experience more real than real. News had already bought Resident Evil the 4th remake, one of the few games that were specifically designed for that console. To tell the truth, Neil had bought a genuine copy of it sometime before its official release, through a means not an average person would know. Anyway, Neil simply couldn't wait. He wanted to play this new game on his new VR gaming headset the second he entered his home. Moments after he had goggles switched on and loaded his game, Neil saw this message.
Warning, this game is still in early access. Unforeseen consequences might arise. Play at your own risk.
Ah, screw that, Neil said to himself. What harm can it do? Neil clicked enter and he was immediately transported to the game world. Neil was glad to revisit Raccoon City once more. He saw abandoned shops with broken windows, lights from lampposts flickering inconsistently, pavement scattered with all sorts of debris and blood. That feeling for him was not only nostalgic but intense, and thus he was loving it. It was too good to be true, but he felt a bit surprised to feel the heat from the burning petroleum drums and the car wreckages. Suddenly, there was a sound of an alarm and hordes of zombies came running after him. Their pale eyeballs were sticking out, staring at their prey. Neil immediately picked up a machine gun from his inventory and started firing. Soon he found himself running out of ammunition. Neil decided to seek refuge at the nearest household. He picked up a pistol and fired to ward off the zombies from climbing through the window. When he ran out of bullets, Neil had no choice but to run to the kitchen to grab a knife and sway it at the zombies frantically like a madman. The zombies kept coming in, and this was too much for Neil that he took off his headset. He needed a break after all. But then, Neil found himself not in his own room but in the kitchen. Then he also saw himself holding a knife with bloodstains on it. The moment he left the kitchen, he saw his parents and his sister lying on the sofa along with his pet dog beside it. All their eyes were wide open, staring at nothingness. And soon, Neil could hear the sound of the police siren from a distance, louder and clearer. That's the end of the story. Please feel free to upload your stories to my website and get free reviews.